Frankie DiVita from 96.7 KCAL Rocks at NAMM 2012 in the Ludwig booth with Matt Sorum from Velvet Revolver. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you again.
I know, you
Same
too.
Place,
Same place.
1 year later.
1 year later. Probably do it again next year.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Good. Keeping busy.
Okay. My big question is, okay, one-off show last week, Velvet Revolver with Scott Weiland. Tell me about that.
It was cool, man. I mean, we haven't played together in a long time, and we sound checked a few songs. We only played like 3 songs, but it was cool to be on stage and play the music again. It was kind of like riding a bike, and everyone had a good time. And we raised some money for a really sad situation. You know, John O'Brien passed away and left a pregnant wife and another child. So did that, and a lot of people turned out for the show. So
yeah, like Maroon 5 played, and a bunch of people.
Stephen Stills, Sheryl Crow. Amazing turnout. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. Slash is, booked up for about another year. So
right, he's working on his solo.
I don't know what's going to go on with anything, to be honest. We haven't really discussed it.
Now, recently, Duff said in an interview that you guys would probably be announcing a new singer by the end of 2011.
Well, we were trying, Didn't work out that way. But it's not that we haven't tried.
Well, a year ago at this time, you were auditioning someone, and you said that you really liked him, but Slash was on the fence.
Oh, well, we had Corey Taylor. It's kind of well known from Slipknot and Stone Sour. And we did some songs that just, didn't turn everybody on completely. So we, we basically put the brakes on that. And, I think I was a little bit excited to get going, but maybe that was more excitement than, I thought it was cool, but Slash wasn't into it.
So
and we're not all like, firing together on the same cylinders. We don't usually, we respect that,
Do you think that there are possibilities now with Scott again?
I don't know, I can't say. It hasn't really been discussed, so I don't want to speak out of turn.
How was the vibe that night?
We had a good time. I mean, everyone, me and Scott worked out some stuff backstage and hadn't talked, and that was nice.
Isn't that cool, though, to be able to do that?
He came up to me, and he was real humble and really cool, and we, because stuff happens when you're out on the road, and people are tired, and you say shit, and everything's on the internet now. You can't get away with anything. So, once that starts,
well, sometimes that opens doors to new possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, we made some good records. The second record didn't get as much action as the first one, but I think it's a cool record too. I liked a lot of that record, and working with Brendan O'Brien. And first record obviously was a huge success for us. So, I mean, being in the music business as long as I have been, I'm still learning lessons. I mean, we're out on the road for 18 months, and we got tired and. Things happen.
And we're all getting older.
Yeah, things happen, It's a lot of pressure. And, you think you'd always want to do it differently, but stuff goes the way it's going to go. I can't explain it.
Now, last year when I spoke to you, you're quite involved in charity type work. Tell me more about that.
Still working on that. Doing really well with Global Sound Lodge. We're in some schools now in LA. I'm helping out the Wounded Warriors at Camp Pendleton.
And this is where you're supplying instruments to them?
Supply instruments, yeah, with the help of Casio, Line 6, Fender has given me probably 30 or 40 guitars.
What about Ludwig?
Ludwig's given me a drum kit, of course. That's up at the Rosewood School in LA, which I'm using that school as sort of my guinea pig to show the other schools what we're doing. It's really coming together, and Jane Lynch is helping me from Glee, which is big. She's a really cool person. And
well, some of the other rock stars in this business could learn a lot from you by putting.
It doesn't really take me that much time. I just got to make some phone calls, and I got to show up a couple times. It's not a big deal, It's like I do it when I can, and it's turning into a bit of a thing organically. It's been taking some time to kind of catch on, but I do that. I've got another website I just launched called Muse Inc. It's called Musicians Inquiry, with Mike Inez and Denny Sywell and Steve Porcaro and Davey Johnstone. It's musinq.com. Just basically ask us questions, and we're building that up into sort of a...
What is that, kind of like a go-to place?
Yeah, musicians forum. just have all of us to chat about gear and techie stuff.
And Camp Freddy.
Yeah, well, people ask me questions about the band, but it's all been answered. So it's sort of like, I'm not really the go-to guy for that.
Right. But you do have some inside, a little bit of an inside track.
But I haven't got really much of a voice because it's like I say my piece and that's it,
Well, I hope that something can resolve with Scott and you guys can get back together as a band and have the original lineup. That'd be great.
Other music, I always have, always will. I did 3 albums last year with different people, and
Camp Freddy's still going.
Yeah, we work all the time. I got tons more stuff than I need to have, really. I probably need a life coach to like figure out how to to do it all, because I do more now than ever. I really do.
So
I'm not one to sit around and play in one band. I've always been a worker, I've always been like, let's go do stuff. I love playing with different people.
Well, I've known you for a while, and you are a very, very personable guy, very sociable. How do you feel when you come out here for the artist signings?
Oh, it's cool. People are happy to see you, you know what I mean? And they're coming here to get into music or check out equipment. All the power to it. Music's the greatest part of the universe, in my opinion. Why not? I mean, the fact that everyone's gathering for a musical entity like
it's unifying.
It's awesome.
How long have you been playing Ludwig?
I mean, the politicians should be over here learning some shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Why are they out there spending all that money talking, trash about each other when they could be over here, like, being together?
Do you follow politics?
Yeah, I do, but I hope that somebody comes up with a solution.
A better way.
Yeah.
I think most of the people I speak to have a better way than the politicians that are up there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Paul McCartney for president? Oh, he's from England. I don't know.
How about you? Why don't you run for office?
No, God. Wouldn't want my blabbermouth on there. My big old trout.
I could see you out there kissing some babies and shaking hands.
I could kiss some babies. Probably wouldn't get much done. But no, I would get it done. But that's the problem. There's so much shit you have to infiltrate. If it was just one guy, it wouldn't be a society that's run by democracy.
What are you listening to these days?
God, I'm listening. I like to listen to a lot of stuff. I'm really into like listening to new bands just because I want to hear what's going on. I got turned on to like stuff like Naked and Famous, and I think the Muse makes great stuff. I'm really surprised how classical they are, really. Because the depth of the album is really classical and heavy and deep. It's not just like a rock band. They just take a lot of chances, and they're amazing live.
So you can still get inspired even by new people.
Oh yeah, I like a lot of what the new guys are doing. It's like there's a lot of percussion coming into the mix. Foster the People and MGMTs. I was always a huge fan.
How long have you been playing Ludwig?
I've been with Ludwig now. I started out as a kid on Ludwig, but my whole life I've been a big Ludwig. Yeah, Ludwig's always been in my heart. I've strayed a bit, but I've come back. This is my home. That's where I'm staying. So I love the brand, the name, the heritage, the drums, the classic shit.
And you get hookups.
Classic drummers, Alan White, Bunny Carlos, classic shit.
I know, and you're standing in the line with them doing your autographs as well.
So I got to go hit BAE. I got a new 312 lunchbox for drums coming out for the studio by BAE. BAE.audio.com. And then the other thing I need to pitch is my art, my drum art. MattSorumArt.com. I've got really beautiful canvases that I created by playing drums into light and visual. You have to see it.
Drum art, like it goes on the drum?
No, it's on canvas.
Oh, it's on
created by playing drums.
Oh,
and
awesome. I like that idea.
MattSorumArt.com, and I've sold a lot of the pieces, but I'm interested in other stuff. I'm always sort of like looking for entrepreneurial sort of ideas.
Well, you're always a busy guy. You do a lot of great things for people, and you make some really good music. I hope to see you out with a Velvet Revolver really soon. Say hi to KCAL.
GlobalSoundLodge.org. I'm going to have a little button that pushes, that you can push that says donate soon.
Oh, donate. Thanks, Matt.